Welcome into Tuesday night basketball tonight on Jeffco Ed TV as the Pleasant Grove Spartans host the Gardendale Rockets. Yet another battle of two Jefferson County school system teams. We've had them all year except for one, and it makes for some fantastic contested basketball here tonight. You're live at Pleasant Grove High School. Hello, everybody. Scott Griffin here, along with Chris Osborne, doing the color commentary. Matt Coulter roaming the sidelines. And tonight, before the tip, this girls' game's very even.
It is. You know, looking at them on paper, Gardendale's coming in 17-7, and Pleasant Grove coming in at 19-5. They both average in the 50s scoring, so we'll see what happens.
Matt, I know that it's been an interesting story when we did Gardendale early, but they have a mom-daughter connection there. Really a connection the whole way through boys and girls.
Yeah, Holly coaches the ladies. Her husband coaches the guys, and her daughter plays for the girls. We'll see her in just a moment. Let it go, guys.
Here we go. So Pleasant Grove got the tap. They're obviously in the home white. And Gardendale will be in the road gray, the colors, if you will. As Pleasant Grove working, and one of the few times, as we talked about, Chrissy, they started a man-to-man, did the Rockets. They got a turnover.
They did.
We don't see many girls' teams start like that, and here's full-court pressure from Pleasant Grove.
Right out of the gate.
Down low is Barry. That's the daughter Matt was talking about. An open three. And missed there by Mackenzie McAnally, who's the only senior on this team for Gardendale. So a very young team with all those wins. Chris will tell you more about that in just a moment. Offensive rebound and a putback there by Pleasant Grove. That was Zaire Harris. And she missed it, and Gardendale's got it now. They're double teaming Barry right now. And as you know, with a double team, somebody's going to be open.
Somebody's got to be open. It's just a matter of finding that open look.
Barry kicks it out. Open look again. McAnally misses it. So she's going to have several open looks, it looks like, so far early, but she hadn't made one yet. Scoreless here. Pleasant Grove missing on that attempt, and that was Cameron Davidson, and I did not have her as a starter, but she is in there as a starter. So, missed the whole goal, so Gardendale has it again. Full court pressure by the Lady Spartans. Again, the only senior for Gardendale with the ball there got it knocked away. And we'll have a jump ball as that pressure got to her when she tried to penetrate.
And, Scott, this is not the first time these teams have met this year. Pleasant Grove beat Gardendale pretty badly, 74-37 earlier in the season.
Oh, wow. That's surprising. It's 19 wins for Gardendale. And that was on Gardendale's home floor, I'm going to guess, right? If we're playing here tonight. Barry penetrated, and that's going to be probably an offensive foul, and it is. McAnally trying to drive the lane. Nice defensive play.
Ready to take that
by
contact.
London Williams.
Sacrifice the body, gets the charge.
Another girl that was not in our starting lineup and is starting on the floor for Pleasant Grove. So Williams with the ball. And that's Davidson at the top of the key. Slowing it down a little bit here with Gardendale still in man. There's the lob inside. It was a good thought, but she tried to hit Kiaria Stokes and not happening there. So coming in for Pleasant Grove is Kelvion Chambers and Trinity Campbell, who we were told were going to start the game, so they're in now. Again, full court pressure. That time McKenzie with a good lead pass and bringing it across midcourt is Taylor Henry. She finds Barry in the corner. She saves it to McKenzie. She's got an open look and got it.
Good looking basket there. She set her feet. She had that wide open look in the corner.
She's an all-area caliber player, and there's the look at it. To your point, all in rhythm. Basketball, a rhythm game. Normally that happens if you're a decent shooter. Another turnover for the Spartans. And Gardendale with the basketball again, leading 3-0. Matt, you had a point?
Yeah, I was just saying 12. Barry plays like a coach's daughter.
Yeah, I mean, no secret to it at all. Backs it in. Nice footwork there, and the runner by Taylor Henry.
Very good to keep that going. She could have just stopped when she kind of got held up.
Because she was kind of in between, right? A little bit?
Right.
But she finished it strong, to your point, and it's 5-0 Gardendale. Now trying to get it inside on the post, and Gardendale's doing a nice job collapsing when they try to get it in the post. Pleasant Grove coming back with number 3, who I do not have on my roster.
All right.
So
McAnally,
all right. There's a lob in. No, 3 on Pleasant Grove.
Oh, yep. I didn't have that one either.
So we do not have a Pleasant Grove player number 3. So we may have to have Matt do a little homework over there for us. Stokes hits the free throw and scratches for Pleasant Grove. Stokes will get another and misses it. 1 for 2, but Pleasant Grove on the board, 5-1. Gardendale in with Asia Jones now, the freshman who was really good early on. There she is with a runner, misses it. But a nice strong rebound by Devonna Everett, the shortest player on the court.
And very smart to back that out, not try to force it after that rebound.
Absolutely. There's a quick draw from McAnally again, and she missed again. She's 0 for 3 behind the arc. Little runner action there. Put up and in on the miss, and that's Stokes with that shot.
She was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, off the miss by Davidson. Barry coming down, penetrating, getting it back out to Asia Jones. McAnally trying to shake and bake. And Pleasant Grove also in that man and really playing animated defense so far. They get a steal on their end. So there's a little penetrate pop for Stokes, and she's got all their points right now and tied this game.
Stokes is probably the tallest player on the court right now, and she's showing her dominance by filling those spaces where she needs to be.
Gardendale's not very large, and to your point, Stokes, we don't have the heights here, but she appears to be 6 foot, I would guess, 5'11", 6 foot easy. More full court pressure from Pleasant Grove. And again, dribbling into a double team in the corner was Henry. Just now gets it out to Barry.
Got away with a little bit of a double dribble there.
Asia Jones misses her 3. And that'll go out of bounds on the Rockets. So, checking in for Pleasant Grove will be Malia Dean. Also, London Williams back in for the Lady Spartans.
And Malia Dean, a 7th grader. This is the second night that we've seen varsity basketball with 7th and 8th graders. So either there's an absence of a deep bench or a lot of trust in these young players.
Yep. We see it more on the girls' level, but we have seen some 8th grade boys and freshmen getting a lot of playing time for the boys too. But That was tapped out of bounds by McKenzie, so Pleasant Grove will retain possession. 2:13 to go.
Usually if you can play as a 7th or 8th grader, the coach sees something, you have some kind of special talent.
Yeah. Stokes got it, drives it right in. That was pretty easy.
That was a great move to the basket, little fake.
She's got all 7 of points for Pleasant Grove. Henry bringing it across midcourt, working on Davidson. Backs in. Stokes was there. Threw her off balance a little bit. Good defense by Stokes to not foul her and just provide resistance.
Right. Straight up, hands in the air.
3-pointer. In the corner, that's not Layla Berry, but I should say London Williams with that 3. And now it's 10-5. So they're on a 9-0 run. It was 5-0, right? Or 5-1. Bounce pass inside. And again, Stokes bothered that shot by Henry. Her size really caused that miss. Checking in for Pleasant Grove. Zaire Harris back in. And then for Gardendale, Chloe Sanders, a sophomore, checks in. Gardendale has the basketball. McAnally with the basketball again, the only senior for the Rockets. Henry to Berry. They're trying to get her free. She's got that knocked out of bounds. Checking in for Pleasant Grove with some size inside. And that's number 34, who I don't have on the roster either. So we'll try to get a name for her as well. We are limited to what the coaches provide us, so we apologize. Berry to Asia Jones. Jones driving. Nice kick to Berry. Missed it. Trying to get up and in, but she actually fell on the player that was already on the floor.
Carnage everywhere. Bodies. You know, these girls get after it. They are not afraid of contact or getting on the floor for loose balls. But in that situation, just an awkward landing, soft landing. Glad she landed, not get hurt.
So Gardendale throws it in. Henry with the basketball. And she turned it over. She was going to hand it to McAnally. McAnally was going to make another cut somewhere else, so she kind of forced a turnover there. Davidson back in for Pleasant Grove.
Miscommunication. Scores 10-5. Pleasant Grove up. 37 seconds left. First quarter.
And offense-defense substitution for Coach Hicks. He put Stokes back in, who's got 7 of their 10 for this last second offensive series here at the end of the first quarter. There's the lob over everybody. It's easy fishing.
That's pitch and catch. I mean, really.
So 12-5 now. It was 5-1. So 11-0 run to end that first quarter. And Asia Jones just lost it out of bounds in a hurry, leaving enough time for Pleasant Grove to get a shot down.
9 seconds, plenty of time to get down the court, get a good look.
Davidson loses it, got it back. She's going to have to shoot in a hurry, and she did not get it off. So, at the end of one, 12-5, Pleasant Grove in control. You're watching Jeff Coed TV Tuesday Night Basketball.
Hill.
Welcome back to Tuesday Night Basketball, Jeffco Ed TV. Trying to get those numbers, number 34, number 3 for Pleasant Grove, who are not on our original roster. Matt Coulter's tracking that down here, 12-5, and it's an 11-0 run that Pleasant Grove enjoyed, and that pressure bothering Gardendale a little bit defensively.
Yeah, certainly switching it up, the man-to-man. I saw them go into a zone for just a quick second. They backed out of it, but good defense here and some good buckets being made by Stokes. She's definitely a force to be reckoned with in the paint.
And Pleasant Grove will throw it in, and Davidson will have it, and they will start this second quarter. Davidson, there's the lob again. Not much. They've run that play. That was Zari Harris this time, the junior getting the basket, but they're just lobbing it over the top of the Rockets.
Yeah, the play is interchangeable. It just depends on who's the big down there.
Henry, left-handed shot, misses it. And here come Pleasant Grove. The drive and a trip. No whistle. Turnover. Gardendale has it. Again, Gardendale with 19 wins. 17 wins. Pleasant Grove with 19 wins. McAnally on the drive. Kicks it. Open three. No good for Devonna Everett. They've had open looks at three, not hit any yet. Out of control a little bit for Pleasant Grove, and they're going to lose it out of bounds.
A little sloppy there, but we haven't seen a lot of sloppy ball. We've seen some pretty decent ball, so just a matter of settling down.
Again, that pressure by Pleasant Grove really wearing this team down a little bit for Gardendale as far as relaxing on offense. But there is Asia Jones with a nice jumper, and the freshman has her first two. And Matt, she was pretty good in that first game. Asia, I think, started, if I remember that game.
Yeah, and she just pulled up and softly hit the little 10-footer without question. Probably want to see a little bit more of that.
So both of them employing some different, and there's Stokes again. She missed that one. She was 4 for 4 from the floor, her first miss of the game. Whistle and a blocking foul on Davidson. All right, we got the names now. Who we got?
Number 3 for Pleasant Grove is Genesis Carey, and number 34 is Demaya Kimbrough.
Good.
Maddie, thank you so much for doing that work on the court for us.
Demaya Kimbrough. It's rare to not have two of the players, especially when they're playing. McAnally loses it on the handoff to Jones. There goes a quick, great move by Mariah Dean. She's got her first two. That's that 7th grader showing you the speed. There's a steal and a putback for Kelvion Chambers. And now it's 18-7, Chris. Now that pressure's just trapping them in the corner.
It is. I mean, you said that was a quick basket. I mean, like, literally, I looked down at my notes and I looked back up, and there was the score and a steal. So
we'll keep it here during the timeout. And before we get Matt's assessment of what's going on, let's take a look at our first baseball game that'll be coming up a little bit later on. There it is. Baseball action corner, the 5A state champions taking on Mortimer Jordan. So you got good baseball there. That'll be our first baseball game at 4:30, February 25th. So be sure you check that out.
And those are baseball communities. You're in for a treat.
Corner again, the state champs. Mortimer Jordan's usually really good in baseball and softball. Matt, your assessment so far?
Loving the baseball, by the way, guys. You know how I just have a deep romance for baseball since the first time I picked one up. Anyway, I think we saw early that Gardendale was going to challenge a little bit, but as Chris mentioned, they got doubled up at home earlier this year, and the Spartans are just taking control. They're just out physical, out quickness. doing everything right on their end of the floor.
Yeah, they're playing a lot of guys. There's Barry on the crossover, and they're guarding her so closely. I think she actually got a clean block, but may have got her a little bit with the body, and Barry will go to the line.
It's like every time 12 gets the ball, they're doubling down.
That foul, I think, will be on Genesis Carey. So Barry to the line. She's got a 3, and that's it. And she rolls in that first free throw attempt.
She take her time, Scott?
She did. I expect her to have been a coach's kid, because I'm sure she's heard it countless times. Barry hits both. So it's 18-9. Pleasant Grove in control. Again, doing it with some suffocating defense and some post play that Gardendale just can't match up too well with.
It looks like right now, they're playing again with 2 bigs in for what we would call bigs.
Yeah. Stokes she received that ball, as you saw, right below the rim, but got fouled by Henry. They're doing everything they can to keep him out, but to your point, she's the biggest on the floor by far. There's a little jump shot, and it's a 2 for Maliadine, excuse me. She's got 4 tonight, the 7th grader. And there's Henry trying to dribble again in this pressure. And it's alternating possession, but Gardendale will keep it. That pressure is just wreaking havoc, Chris, on the Rockets, trying to get anything going.
It is like the old adage, they say defense wins ball games.
Yeah, and it makes you rush on the offensive end too, right? I mean, everything quickens, and you're probably going a little too fast. McKenzie on the drive, that time a good dish for Henry, and she hits a nice-looking jump shot for 3. So Henry shows you her versatility, scoring inside, and also can hit the 3. 20-12 now. Down low, Stokes kicks to Davidson. Inside-out basketball, misses it. Stokes with the rebound and just throws it up and counts it.
And the first time I get to say it tonight, and 1.
Davidson had missed the 3 as they played inside out, and then Stokes was able to put it back in.
I like the fact that Stokes recognized the double team on her in the paint and kicked it out to the wing.
To the open shooter, right? Textbook basketball. Stokes misses her free throw attempt. She's 1 for 3, but she's done everything else. 22-12. Whistle and a hand check on Davidson. That'll be her 2nd foul.
What I'm not seeing from Gardendale is when Pleasant Grove is pressing, Gardendale's just kind of standing there waiting on the ball to come to him. You got to move.
Yeah,
right?
you got to move, no doubt about it. So we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Jeff Coed TV Tuesday Night Basketball. Coed TV Tuesday Night Basketball. Scott Griffin, Chris Osborne, Matt Coulter, our great crew here. Our final basketball game before area play begins. And we had just a phenomenal 2 games last night with the girls and boys with Pinson Valley and Clay Chapel that were very entertaining.
They were.
Great defense, just good basketball on both of those. And we all agree that was the best girls-boys matchup we've had so far this year.
Scott, are you going to miss us? You going to miss me and Maddie? For
a month.
This is our last basketball game.
Yeah, but I see you guys like once a month, even when we're not. Miss, I think, is a little strong.
The feeling is
not like that's. The feeling is mutual.
Thanks.
Yes.
Chris is headed to the golf
Look,
course.
I mean, for people that don't know, we're doing like 30 events a year. So there's not a week that goes by pretty much I have to look at both of them in the face. And I'm sure they have the same feelings about me.
It's tough.
And that's understood.
It's tough, Scott.
That's understood. Now, we will take a little bit of a break before the spring sports, if you will. Then, of course, we take a summer break. There's a whistle, and Barry's drawing a couple of fouls now as she picks that up. Zaire Harris, the junior, a little too tight on that action, so Barry getting held a little bit. Here comes Stokes again for Pleasant Grove, and she checks in for Kelvin Chambers. Stokes has played terrific so far. That aggressive man-to-man, as you can see. Barry trying to get loose. They've switched on her. And when you can play switching defense, wow. They called a screen. It was a hard screen, but I think she was there, but it looked worse than probably what it was.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. It was a pretty good collision. DeArmond didn't give up any space, and as a consequence, she whistled for a foul.
So, Pleasant Grove with the basketball, but their defense has been just superb, and now we got another moving screen. So we're trading moving screens on the end here, and that one goes against Trinity Campbell. So London Williams comes back in, as does Malia Dean for the Spartans. And they're keeping those bodies fresh, Chris, with this pressure.
They are. Obviously, a lot of trust in the bench that they can hold it down.
Finally, the Rockets break it a little bit. And again, what I was talking about, that rushed pass a little bit, right? Causes a turnover.
I mean, you throw it high to obviously the shortest player on the court right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to be a better pass. You know, take your time, work through the progressions of how to beat the press.
Once you break the press, you can take a breath and slow down a little bit. But
right.
That press just makes you more, it just ramps you up. Harper Manning checking in for Gardendale. Number 22. Stokes has been terrific in this game. Double team now, and they hacked her as she was trying to find a empty Spartan, and that's a foul. So Davidson coming back in.
I'm really surprised they didn't call 3 seconds on that trip. She was in the paint, tied up a little bit, but she got a good, favorable call on that possession.
Davidson will throw it in under her own goal. It's a 10-point Spartan lead. Looking for Stokes, not there. So she vacates, showing good patience instead of forcing that pass in there, knowing they have the lead. So Stokes will set a screen. Davidson, jump stop, nice move. She jump stopped back in the middle of the lane to get free and hit a little 7-footer.
I love that. She uses the screen. Her player goes down. She doesn't let that distract her. Goes to the paint, makes the jump stop in the bucket.
Now, again, Spartans' pressure causes a jump ball, which is alternate possession to Pleasant Grove, another turnover for the Rockets. And Stokes has been good inside, and there she is again, got her fingertips on it, but it's out of bounds. But it's really their defense that has cemented this 12-point lead so far.
And it's been a quiet 12-point lead, right? Like,
yeah.
How did they get, we looked up and it was 5-1, and now it's 24-12 before the half.
So Gardendale trying to get it across court, and there's a foul. And I think that'll be a shooting foul now in the backcourt. So Asia Jones will get 2 free throws.
Yeah, I believe both teams are going to be in the bonus now.
Yeah, with 2:11 to go here in that first half. Again, a good look at Asia Jones. She's a freshman. As we said, she started in that game in December that we did at Gardendale, and she's got a good-looking game for a young player.
She does. Bright future for her.
So check it in for Pleasant Grove. Kelvion Chambers, the junior, is back. Yeah, she's got ball handling skills. She can shoot a little bit. She moves well, and she hits 2 free throws.
She took her time, bent her knees,
Yep.
textbook shooting.
10-point Pleasant Grove lead. Davidson just gets in the middle of the lane, has a jumper, but missed it.
I like the way she split the defense, just couldn't cash in.
There's a steal again. Davidson on the run out, puts it up and in. Good play by Davidson.
It was. She took that to herself. I thought that you would see here she has her trailer,
Yep.
but she took it on her own, and she made the buckets.
Took it strong to the hoop. There's Barry throwing it to Asia Jones, still trying to get it across midcourt, and finally does. And then Pleasant Grove again with that pressure, but I don't think Coach Hicks worries about that. He just wants pressure. He'll take a little bit of the fouls, and Jones will go back to the line because we're in the bonus.
And what did you say a couple of games ago? You said, hey, you know, if they're not fouling a little bit, then you have to wonder if they're
not
hustling.
defending.
Right.
If you don't foul at all, you're probably not guarding anybody. And Jones misses that free throw. Checking back in for Pleasant Grove is Genesis Carey, number 3.
And Genesis has been in since the beginning, right?
You made me think.
I was just trying to see if you guys were listening.
Stokes back in
Got
for
it.
Pleasant Grove. It's cracking jokes up here, and I got players with no names to numbers. Davidson. I'm a little surprised. Well, and Stokes missed that shot. And a dead miss there also by Kelvion Chambers.
No problems getting the offensive boards, but not being able to finish.
And that time Barry did finish and got the basket, and she'll go to the line.
Here we go. Let's have another look at that again. Takes it to her, uses the body, and 2 and 1.
Barry was 7. Quiet 7 of their 16. And misses her free throw. So 10-point Pleasant Grove lead, and it's been pretty much double digits for a while now. On the drive whistle, and Davidson, or actually Chambers there. Well, I think that's Carey, actually, excuse me. Genesis Carey to the line to shoot 2 on that foul. And she rolls that one in. Checking in for Gardendale. Devonna Everett. They jumped out on that 11-0 run in the first quarter, and it's been pretty much even after that, but that's why we're still at 10. She did miss the second one. Here comes Gardendale. Barry with the runner and drew the foul. Smart play, trying to draw contact. She was able to get bailed out on that shot because I don't think she was going to make that.
Yeah, she was a little out of control, but like you said, bailed out. Now she's at the line.
So Barry makes her first. She's now three of 4. and has 8 points and now 9 points to lead Gardendale. 27-18, they've cut it to single digits. Pleasant Grove with the ball. We'll see if they hold it or play basketball here. And Coach Hicks telling them, let's play for one.
Good decision. Got our eye on the clock, which is good. Now you got to go.
7, 6, and there's the little runner. Missed, put back up and missed that one. But she'll go to the line. As Harris missed the first one.
Again, no problems with offensive rebounding, but the putbacks, you got to cash in on those. Again, now here she is at the line.
Chambers missed the putback, but was hacked. So she'll go to the line, and she misses her first free throw. She does have 2 points tonight. Only 0.8 on the clock, so that you can't do anything with that if she doesn't make this shot. And misses it, and that'll be it. So Chambers misses both, and at the half, 27-18.
Not insurmountable by any means. We'll see what adjustments are made at the half.
Let's go down to Matt Coulter as Coach Barry. Matt.
Holly, there was a 10-0 run right there in the middle, and if you're down 9, I guess that's the difference, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. We got to take care of the ball. Obviously, I think we're handling the pressure pretty good, but then when we get on our end on offense, we're not really running our motion, kind of forcing some things and not really taking the open shots, so we got to do a better job of that in the second half.
I really thought you played pretty good defense. You got to get some shots to roll.
Absolutely, yeah. Offensively is where we're going to talk a lot about here in the locker room. Defensively, we've tried a little zone, a little man. I think we're doing a good job considering our size disadvantage, but definitely want to do a better job offensively in the second half.
I know you're biased, but 12's a pretty good player.
She's all right.
Thank you, Coach.
There you go. So you're not going to give her too much love. Come on. No, yeah. It's 27, especially down by 9. 27-18 is the score here. Pleasant Grove on top of Gardendale. Scott Griffin, Chris Osborne, Matt Coulter. The Jeff Coed TV Tuesday night game of the week. We'll take a break. Come back with more. Hang on.
Hello, Jeff Coed family. We are excited to announce our signature academies. Here's what you can look forward to. Jeff Coed's signature academies. Come join us.
It's an underrated job for everybody else, but for us, it's the best job in the world. Bus drivers are doing a tremendous job in receiving kids each day with a smile, sending them home each day with a smile, making a difference in their lives. You know, kids will remember some teachers, but they'll usually always remember their bus driver because the bus driver's with them for so long. I mean, so many years of their life to and from school, they're chauffeured by the bus driver.
Are you ready for a fun-filled journey through some of your favorite stories? Join us with Jeff Coed's Storybook Adventures. From the inspiring Let the Children March, highlighting Black History Month, to the heartwarming friendship between Maddie and Sophia in Maddie's Fridge, and the spooky thrills of Jasper the Rabbit and Creepy Carrots. There's something for everyone. Dive into the magic of reading with us. perfect for pre-K through 3rd grade adventures. These stories are read by members of your very own Jeff Co-Ed family. You can tune in right here on Jeff Co-Ed TV or our social media.
Hello, Jeff Co-Ed family. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you to the teachers of Jefferson County Schools. I appreciate everything that you do and how the commitment and dedication that you give every day that you come to service our children and to service our families. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you for your relationships that you have formed with our children. And thank you for ensuring that our children are achieving and learning. You are our boots on the ground, and without you, we would not be as successful as we are. And just know that you're loved and you're appreciated by not only your students, your coworkers, the families you serve, but by me. Thank you for everything that you do.
Oh, the base hit right up the middle over Brody Black's head. She got it, but a little bit under. No, that's gone.
1-1 tie, bottom of the 17th. Tanner Vaughn throws, ground ball, left field, Combs, ball game.
The Jeff Co-Ed Secondary Teacher of the Year is Mrs. Nastasia Law, Minor High School.
And there's a nice pass over the middle. That will go for the touchdown. Woodall going deep. He's got a man. That's a great pass. Is that a touchdown? He got it. What a touchdown. Handoff to Johnson. He's got a big hole. He could be gone. Johnson, you're not catching him. He's going to the mall. Ball gets loose. Washington, he might score. That's the wildest touchdown, right?
Give you some momentum going into the quarter, too.
Unruh touchdown. Dangling the ball, sprinting down the sideline. Posey is gone. Got protection over the middle.
Interception.
Intercepted by the Blue Devils. That's Dante Williams. And he might go all the way. Freeman throws the screen. It's picked off. getting his mitts on it and running it all the way back is big. Number 90, Donovan Moore. Finds his man in the corner for three. Zodiari, three, he's got it. Scotland swings it to Davis. He'll fire the lefty three in rhythm that time. And all right. Pleasant Grove at extended defense, and that's about, I was going to say, that's what happens. That defense keeps creeping out.
Welcome back into Jeff Coed TV on the campus here in Pleasant Grove. Chris Osborne, Scott Griffin, Matt Coulter are your play-by-play and bringing you all the action. Got a pretty decent game right here, 27-18 with Pleasant Grove going into the half leading. We're about to start the second half, and it's going to be interesting how Gardendale finds a way to get back into this game.
No doubt about it. They obviously have to hit those. They had some open looks early in the game, as you know, behind the arc. They just didn't hit them, and Pleasant Grove got them to play quicker than they probably want to play offensively, and I'm sure Coach Berry has talked about that a little bit at the half. But Stokes was terrific inside, and the team defense by the Spartans was just relentless, and therein lies the 9-point advantage for the Spartans right now. So Gardendale will get it on the alternating possession here to begin this third quarter. Don't forget the boys obviously coming up right after this one in this game. And here come the Rockets on their end of the floor now, right into the floor. There's Barry, the coach's daughter, backing in. She's got a smaller player on her now, so she might try to take advantage of that, Chris. We'll have to keep an eye on that. McAnally, crossover, whistle, and got hacked on the way in. If that's Davidson, that's her third. And they'll check in for her quickly. It's a big blow because Davidson's really been terrific defensively so far tonight. Really all of them have, though, so maybe they won't get much drop-off here as Chambers checks in for Davidson.
Yeah, really early in the half to in the second half to be in foul trouble, so that's something to keep an eye on.
Yep. McAnally got a screen, kicks, and there's Jones filling in behind her and just misses it. Stokes gets the rebound.
Really good ball movement there, just couldn't finish.
Nice play, but just couldn't get the runner. Here come the Spartans. Again, Spartans with 19 wins on the year. Stokes, left hand. She's been, unstoppable is a strong word, but it's been close.
She picks up right where she left off in the beginning here of the second half.
And she's shown propensity to put it in left-handed and right-handed. Jones breaks the pressure, brings it down, but again, that secondary pressure came and got the steal.
And here's the thing, Scott, it's not just offense. She's playing good defense, too.
Oh, no doubt.
And she's grabbing rebounds and loose balls.
They definitely, as you heard Matt talking to Coach Berry, the size advantage is definitely on Pleasant Grove. That time Chambers shuffled her feet a little bit when she got it inside. And Matt, I know Stokes with that left hand, that's not the only talent she's got. As we try to get Matt's, I don't think Matt can hear us. Can you hear us, Matt?
No, I was checking with John on Davidson, and not only did she get the foul, she busted her lip too.
Oh, I was going to say I know you had an interesting angle with Stokes. Yeah. It's not the only talent she has is basketball.
She is known in Gardendale, in Pleasant Grove where we are. Watch her back on defense. She's a songbird. She evidently is just an incredibly talented musician. So what happens when she makes a basket? She's playing a little
string music, just like that was in the corner. there on cue from Taylor Henry with her second three. Back to now, we've trended a little bit to 8 on that. If she sings as good as she plays, she's a really good singer.
Yeah.
I'll
They
just
say
say
she's
that.
great. I'd love to hear her.
Stokes again, scoring again as we talk about her. And she's now, guys, 7 of 9 from the floor. So she's got 15 points.
And guys, don't forget that Davidson and Stokes
steal. That time, Gardendale, she almost looked too wide open, was Malia Dean, the 7th grader. She just missed a dead-looking layup. There's Barry trying to break the pressure. Boy, bodies everywhere, but that relentless fight by both teams. Look at this competitive game. Look, girls, don't tell me girls don't get after it, because they're battling out there right now.
Carnage all over the floor. As you saw, Stokes grabbed the rebound from the floor that was saved, or a saved ball, I should say. But just real quickly, one thing that we haven't talked about is both Stokes and Davidson, number 2 and number 23, both have a 5A state championship in 2023.
That's right. 2 really good players, and they'll be contending right there too with these same 2 back, obviously, and then the other pieces around them that are talented. If they can defend like that, they've got a lot of things going for them. So Henry hits 1 of 2 and is 31-22. Pleasant Grove with a 9-point lead. And again, it's been 9 or 10 since about midway through the first quarter. Coach Hicks calls a timeout. And Gardendale trying to get things going on. Matty.
I think he's trying to find that team that he took to Gardendale, where they won 74-37. They are in no way dominating in that fashion, and credit goes out to Gardendale. To be honest with you guys, the way we got to be transparent, they're not as athletic. They're certainly not as tall as the Lady Spartans, but I got to give a little credit to Gardendale. They are playing hard.
Well, Gardendale does have skill. They have several ball handlers and different things, but they certainly don't have the quickness that the Spartans are employing on defense. Not that they're slow, it's just the Spartans have, and the Spartans, I think, as much as just their quickness from the 5, they've got 8 or 9 they can bring in and do it. Down low, Stokes. What do you know? And 1. What do you know? What's new? 8 out of 10 from the floor now, Matt.
Well, I don't know. You keep a good book, by the way, when you're doing basketball. It's very, very difficult to do. I can speak from experience. But how many does Stokes have?
She has...
Sing it out loud, by the way.
17.
Good player.
And missed that free throw. So we found a weakness. She's only 1 for 4 from the free throw line. Gardendale caught in a trap again and trying to get out of it, and finally does. But again, that rush pace, Chris, causes another turnover. There's the little runner. Stokes gets a rebound, misses it, and we've got a foul on McKenzie on Stokes. But you saw the pressure, and then just the pace caught up with him, right?
Right.
And here comes Gardendale. Sela Diarman.
And they've changed that call.
And Chloe Sanders. So what do they call him? There's Stokes, the lob. Put it up and misses it. Got her own rebound, but that time over the, well, I thought they were going to call over the back. But they did call over the back. Okay. Stokes missed a dead open look. So she is human. She's only missed 3.
Gardendale had this, they're winded.
Yeah, she's 8 of 11 from the floor. Here comes Gardendale. Barry, and look, let's be honest. When you don't have the size advantage and different things, you got to hit some threes, right, Chris, to neutralize that advantage.
Absolutely. And right now, just cellophane wrapper over that.
Now there's a 3 by Barry, and she got it.
She heard us, Scott. She heard us.
So she's got 2 threes, but it's still an 8-point lead. But the 3 will catch you up pretty quick.
Thank you for that replay. A very, very good shot.
She's, again, an all-area caliber player like Stokes is for for Pleasant Grove. And they may be all-state kind of players. There's another three-pointer answer from Pleasant Grove's Malia Dean, her first three, the 7th grader. Gardendale with a trap. And I'm not sure that's a great idea, guys. Matt, you're down there on the floor throwing it to the post player in the corner to get trapped.
Yeah, you got 3, maybe even 4 defenders when you do that. She got a little frustrated, started twisting the ball around, then it got tied up, and Pleasant Grove's got the ball back.
Yep. Oh, they almost turned it over right there. I don't think Sarah Evans was expecting that one.
I think she was at the beach for that split second.
Or actually, it's London Williams. She thought it was going to somebody else, but Pleasant Grove setting the offense, taking their time a little bit with an 11-point lead. 3:08 to go here in the third. But a competitive game. Little jumper.
Nice.
Another 3 from Malia Dean, her second 3. And she's got 10 tonight as a 7th grader.
Very smooth. You can see now why she brings value to the floor. That's why she's on the court.
She's not a token 7th grader up on the team, right?
No.
She's up here to contribute. But she just picked up a foul, so that's the 4th. That's another thing that would help Gardendale, is if they could get Pleasant Grove in foul trouble and get some free throws. There's a missed ball over the head of the post player, Sela Diarman. Again, Gardendale is a younger team, 1 senior. But they're certainly better than what they're playing. I think Pleasant Grove's making them look worse than they are with their defense. 39-25. Cross-court pass. Now down low, Stokes. And again, she's so versatile with the left hand or right hand, and she's fouled. She can go either or, which most good post players can.
Yeah, and at a young age, I mean, a lot of high school kids don't develop that talent this young. And so, that's what we teach, obviously, but not everybody can grasp it.
Stokes 1 for 4 from the free throw line, and she has 15, and still has 15. Checking in for Gardendale, Harper Manning back in, the junior. Got 1 of 2. She's now 2 for 6. She'll check out. Get a little blow over there on the sideline. And Demaya Kimbrough will be back in for the Spartans. And that pressure, relentless pressure, still there. Jones.
Double dribble.
I didn't see that, but.
So, when you're trying to break the press, you cannot just dribble through the press, especially if you're the one player with the ball. So you've got to look at passing your way through that press to break it up.
Yeah, Jones was trying to go against 3. I thought she split it, though, and I didn't really see the double dribble. But that's what they call, and Pleasant Grove has the ball again, now up by 15. Easy drive there by London Williams, and now the putback, and that's going to go.
Man, I feel like I've said this a lot tonight. And one.
Zaire Harris with the shot.
Have another look at that.
Yep.
Up and in, and she draws the foul.
So Williams missed the first one, another offensive rebound for Zaire Harris, and she'll go try to get the old-fashioned three-point play at the line.
And just like that, 8-point to a 42-25 advantage for Pleasant Grove. They started pressing, 9-0 run, could be 10 or 11.
Now
10.
It's 18.
Yeah.
Just it could happen that quick. Whistle. And foul, and Barry will go to the line to shoot 2, and Gardendale's going to need some help. They're going to need to have some threes. They got to have stops, obviously.
Yeah.
Not that they have anybody that can guard Stokes, who's about to check back in, but they need to get some points here at the free throw line.
You know, and at this point, I'm not saying how the outcome of the game is going to be, but, you know, Gardendale's got to start thinking about area play, right? You know, or regional play, I should say. That, you know, they should have.
No, area's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know, how do you improve upon this performance, right? What are the things that you have to fix?
Barry with 13 and got 14 now as she is 6 for 7 from the free throw line, but again, that just cuts it to 16. Got to get stops on this end. And when they can throw it in to the big man, so to speak, big lady, and she gets a dead look, that's hard to do.
She has very good footwork. You know, the one thing that I haven't seen her do, which is the good thing, is she's not bringing that ball to the floor. She's turning around, and she's making it fall.
Barry answers with her 15th point, but she can't match Stokes, who has 16. Down low, misses it and foul. And what do you do? I mean, you can see the frustration of Gardendale. They got their hands up, and they're probably biting them a little bit. But you're always trying to be a little more aggressive when the person's bigger than you that you're guarding, and there's not much you can do.
And Pleasant Grove knows that. What a great entry pass by Genesis Carey. And underneath was Stokes, just making all kinds of room for herself. Didn't make the basket, but let's see if she can start making her free throws. But I just talked her right out of one.
But she's got a great-looking stroke, so I think it's just an off night because her stroke looks pretty good to me from the free throw line, but she is only 2 of 7.
Yeah, Maddie, you gave her the announcer's curse.
Yeah, I did. But I ain't cursed her underneath now, have I? String music coming up.
And she finally got that one.
Do I get that back now, Chris?
So Stokes will come out with 1:18 and get a little extended rest here with the timeout during the third and fourth period. Barry trying to throw it in and threw it away. And got a basket right there for Malia Dean.
This pressure is just unrelenting.
And they called a technical on Barry.
A little frustration down there, a little chippy.
I think she got up and threw her arm a little bit. I don't know if we have a replay of that. Obviously, to your point, very frustrated, down by 19. And they're going to let her shoot her free throws because that's the 5th foul on Pleasant Grove, and then come back in to shoot the technical on this end. So Barry gets that one. She's now 7 of 8, 8 of 9 from the free throw line.
Good free throw shooting in a hostile environment, so to speak. You know, it's tough to make those kinds of free throws on the road, especially after getting a tech. Getting teed up. Mom's having a conversation with her. Slaps her on the behind.
I think she liked the fight in her, not literally, but not the frustration.
Now let's see if Harris can get her 2 on this end and, of course, get the ball back.
And she missed that one. 1 for 2 now from the free throw line for Zaire Harris. Missed both. So right there you got 2 points, but Pleasant Grove will get the ball.
Right. They won that battle, but right now they're not winning the war.
No, yeah, look, they gotta string along about 6 or 7 of those to get back into the scene of things here at Pleasant Grove, because the Spartans are in control. And again, the story's been the same the whole game. If you're just joining us, they've displayed terrific defense. And they've got Stokes inside, who's just been pretty much unstoppable. No one on the Rockets can guard her. And Pleasant Grove is winning this game by 17. And now we see why they won by so much in the earlier game. Harris will bring it up now with 27 on the clock. Berry out there pressuring her. And Pleasant Grove almost got a steal. Whistle and a foul on Jones. So that's another bonus free throw for Zaire Harris. And Trinity Campbell comes back in for Pleasant Grove. Or no, she comes back out now. I think she's coming in for the shooter. But to your point, it's now about area play. This is 6 Sabres 4A. You want to win, you're a competitor, but this isn't the be-all, cure-all. You just want to get better and get ready for area play, right?
Absolutely.
So Harris made that free throw.
You know, it's about to be win or go home season.
Yep. And she missed that. 12 seconds to go. We'll see what Gardendale could dial up here in the last few seconds. Berry looking. She's about to dribble out the clock. And she missed it. She just got her timing off. Again, great defense by Pleasant Grove. So at the end of 3, 49-31, Pleasant Grove in control. You're watching Jeff Coed TV basketball.
Hello, Jeff Coed family. This year, we are seizing the day to shape the future. You'll see that message on our social media channels, our website, and signs around your school. At Jeff Coed, we're all about offering numerous opportunities to our students. From our highly rated international baccalaureate school, to our signature academies, to our career tech and fine arts programs, to our elementary theme schools. We're looking to seize the day, every day, and capitalize on every opportunity in front of us. Seize the day, shape the future. This is Jeff Coed.
Welcome back to Jeff Coed TV. Our final basketball game of the year. Scott Griffin, Chris Osborne, Matt Coulter, our amazing crew here. Of course, the boys coming up after this one, 49-31. Pleasant Grove girls in control. Two good basketball teams that'll do some damage, I would think, in the area play. Playing in a non-area game just to sharpen themselves as they get ready for that. Matt Coulter was down there in the Gardendale huddle. Matt, what did you come up with there?
Well, trying to keep them in the game. Coach Berry's trying to, inspiration. They're trying to inspire. The one thing she said as far as on the floor is, let's guard inside the arc and stop fouling. And she said that rather vigorously.
Yeah. Berry missed that shot. More good defense. Got her hand on that one, but Pleasant Grove will retain possession. Layla Berry, again, sophomore, I should say. So she's going to really be a good player. She's got 2 more years. Yeah. She's an all-area caliber player, and there's an easy lob to Stokes. It's like picking an apple off the tree.
I don't know how you defend that.
You don't.
There's a replay. Well, one of the things you defend that, Manny, by having some help side defense, right? You've got 2 people on her, but both of those people are on one side. You've got to go help side defense.
22 points for Stokes. Now, again, my numbers are unofficial, but that's what I have. 22 of their 51, excuse me. Down low again. And not much you can do. I mean, DeArmond's down there. She's not as big, and she has a big old brace on her knee. What are you going to do?
Yeah, she's been kind of gingerly on that knee. I've been kind of watching her throughout the evening. So speed is an issue there.
No doubt. 24 now for Stokes. And it's a 22-point lead. So Gardendale, if they're going to get back in, has got to start firing some threes.
I don't necessarily agree that they have to start jacking threes. That obviously would help. But they've just got to start scoring some buckets. I mean, some quality, field goals with the opportunity to go to the line. I think, like you said, is an old-fashioned three, but that's how you work your way back into the game.
So foul on the floor on Pleasant Grove. There's a Berry with a three, missed the whole goal. Pleasant Grove on the run out, and that's an easy two for London Williams. She's got 5. Pleasant Grove almost with another. They're relentless. Look, they're like Alabama or any other pressing team. Mountain Brook comes to mind. It doesn't matter. They don't look at the scoreboard. They're going to press you, right?
Yeah. You saw the replay there. Fast on the break, relentless on defense. Now I think what you're seeing is frustration set in, right? You can't score the way you want to. You're having problems bringing the ball up. Just a litany of things.
(55-31), Gardendale against that pressure by Pleasant Grove. And if you're watching, why didn't Pleasant Grove back it off? Because that's just not what is in their DNA. This is what they do. This is why they're really good. Berry backing Davidson down, turns around and misses it. Pleasant Grove, 3, Davidson. She's had 3 fouls and she's a little cold now. She missed the whole goal on that one. 0 for 3 behind the arc there. Pleasant Grove, the Rockets putting in all kind of new players. Got some of the younger players in. McAnally's back in, the senior. Asia Jones, but they took out virtually their entire team.
Yeah. At this point, you want to try to get some experience.
Whistle and another holding foul. I thought Jones should have shot that 3 there on the penetration by McAnally. He had an open look. She can do it. You don't want to pass up those shots, especially down by 24.
Hey, Matt.
Coming back in is London Williams.
Hey, Matt. What do you do when you have an open shot?
Shoot or shoot.
Shoot it. Don't be afraid to pull the trigger.
Yep, McAnally there to Asia Jones. That time of the drive, nice move, left it off the front of the rim. Stokes with the board. Good play, though, and good move. Just didn't finish. Another 3 ball all around the rim, no good. Battle for it. Everybody got a hand on it. Henry comes up with it.
I just saw something for the first time. Henry put a body on Stokes.
Yeah.
And prevented her from getting that rebound. You have to wonder what would have happened if that had started early.
Pleasant Grove, kind of an awkward step there in between, but somehow Trinity Campbell got it to go. So 57-31.
That was a Denmark step.
Missed shot, but rebound. Jones has it and misses it.
Jones didn't really want that contact. She could have gone straight to the rack. Deep 3.
And whistle.
Harris.
And that's a good shot there. Was that Harris or Williams?
That was Harris.
Zaire Harris with the 3.
Let's have another look at it.
Yep.
Bam.
She nailed it. And 60-31. This game is no longer in doubt with 4:31 to go. Let me get you guys' opinion on something. It bothers me, and I'm not dinging anybody. I just don't like the fact, and they were talking about it last night with Pinson Valley and Clay Chalkville, that both of those guys are tied because that was an area game. And now the area, as far as who's going to host it, is going to be decided on a coin flip. Are you good with that?
I'm not a big fan of that. I like the old method of point margin determining home court advantage. I think a coin toss just doesn't. I mean, again,
That's
I'm not
random,
the rule maker.
right? I mean, it's like,
very random.
Like play cards or something. Matt, do you have an opinion on that?
Yeah, are they going to do it like they did on Friday Night Lights? They do it at Barber Shop. They have live TV. Remember that in the movie?
Yeah.
I'm not for it at all. There's got to be a better one.
Yeah, I think you maybe go with combined. If you don't want to do the head-to-head points, which is the old way, and I have no idea what was wrong with that, then do combined area points or something. I mean, just there's a way to do it. It wouldn't be hard.
Or just standing.
That rewards play.
Right.
Not a flip of a coin.
If you do it by difference, though, teams are just going to run scores up, maybe unnecessarily.
Well, that's what they do.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know what? That's better than a coin flip. You know, and this whole everybody gets a trophy thinking. I don't like that thinking. You don't want them to run the score up, then guard them. You know, right? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I get it. And
well, don't you go common opponents? Opponents.
That's what I mean.
Your
like
area, above your placement in the Alabama High School Athletic Association. Maybe they go through those first. I have to plead ignorance on.
No, they don't. They're going to flip a coin.
Just go straight to the.
So Pinson Valley and Clay Chalkville. Let's say both are. Well, they both are kind of state championship worthy. They're in the top 10, but one of them could be out of the area because they're going to lose a coin flip and then play it at the other one's home floor. Correct. That's an advantage. Yeah. We were there last night.
Yeah,
that place gets rocking.
Yeah, it did.
That's an advantage,
yeah.
And you got it over a coin flip.
Right, and
I don't like that.
Some of these courts are very similar, but Pinson Valley is very, very unique in that you're right on the court. The fans really play a part in how that game goes.
Clay Chalkville, completely different scenario because everybody's up.
Right.
Not that it can't get loud in there.
Right.
But I'm sure they would want to be on their home floor if they deserve it, right?
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? So, anyway, I don't understand why they changed it back. And I think, Matt, it was your thinking, on your point, there's a nice play there by London Williams that they worry about, oh, well, somebody might run up. Well, everybody's going to try to score anyway. We don't see teams back the ball out with 4 minutes to go in the game and not try to score. That's a silly thing to think about to me.
No, and at this point, in the game, in today's game, then this is where you put in your subs. You put in your younger players and let them get the experience. And if they score, they score.
Right.
But
you can't tell them not to try.
Right.
Well, yeah, basketball, you don't.
Too much.
Yeah. Even without a shot clock. What are they supposed to do? They're going to practice and work hard to play, and then they're supposed to back it out because they're better than you? That's not a good deal.
Hey, Scott, I did not notice the soapbox underneath this scores table.
It just bothered me when I heard Connor and those guys talking about it. It's like, that's silly to me. And I totally forgot that that's the way they do it.
Yeah.
And then I saw a tweet this morning from the Huntsville coach.
Yeah.
And
By the way,
he's
guys,
upset about it.
They're running clock now, just so you know.
Yeah. 62, it's a 30-point lead. But I'm just not a big fan of a coin flip. That's fine to start a game of football, but
yeah, I don't.
Not to decide if you're going to have home court in an area tournament. That's pretty big, right?
Yeah, that is a big adjustment.
Yeah. It's not like you're coin flipping for who gets the ball first.
Well, maybe, Scott, the powers that be are listening to Jeff Coed TV, and they're going to take what we're saying under consideration, alongside of all of these coaches that are really ticked off about that's the way their season's going to go.
And most of them are.
Yeah, absolutely they are. So we'll pause here and say that Pleasant Grove is already over their scoring average as a team.
Yeah.
They're somewhere around 58. They're at 62 now, so pretty close.
Yeah. And there's Davidson backing in, and they call a foul on Asia Jones. Not sure what that's about, but they do.
Let's do compliment our officials, Paul Brown, Michael Duke, and Robert Langford, because they've gone to the whistle a lot, particularly here in the second half.
And Barry coming back in along with Evie Holmes, a junior, who's making her first appearance, as Davidson will get another and miss both. So minute 20 to go with the running clock. Layla Berry just dribbling outside, up top. Getting the handoff there. Free throw line jumper, missed it.
You know, on that possession, and I know there are some younger players in there, players that don't have a lot of experience, but I saw 3 possible shots that could have been taken by Gardendale.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it was taken by the shooter,
right?
Which obviously is coach's daughter,
Berry.
Layla Berry.
Yeah, but there's an open 3, and that's a good shot. Just didn't make it. You got to shoot that. And that should probably end it up right there with 19 seconds to go. This game that was 27-18 at the half ends up 63-33 as Gardendale gives up a 36 in the second half. And hard to stop Stokes when they have that size disadvantage that they have, and the Rockets certainly had that. At Pleasant Grove is, look, it's a 5A state champions. They got talent. There's a reason they're really good.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like her play in the paint. You know, she, like I said, the one thing I noticed, she didn't bring the ball down. She doesn't dribble. A lot of bigs want to dribble the ball when they don't have to. Use that footwork, square up to the brim, to the backboard, and use the glass.
Matt Coulter will get Coach Hicks here in just a moment as he's talking to Coach Berry and having a discussion there.
And don't forget, don't go anywhere. We've got the boys coming up right after this.
And here's Matt Coulter with Coach Hicks.
Well, kind of found your gear, so to speak, in the second half.
Yeah, we did. Got the ball inside to Kiki, and she did a good job finishing. Then our pressure kind of got to her, so we was able to kind of get on the road from that point.
When you guys get after it on your press and you trap them into the corner, you got 3 defenders. It's a beautiful thing to watch unless you're Gardendale.
Yeah, we've been doing it for several years now, so we're kind of accustomed to trapping the ball and trying to get some easy possessions and get some layups out of it. And so tonight the girls did a really good job of trading those extra possessions, getting good traps, and the girls outside of the trap was able to read passes and get good shots and layups.
And on offense, feed it to Stokes. I mean, I'm not a coach. Even I could see that.
Yeah. Hey, I can't mess that up. When she's going right there, and they had a little foul trouble inside, and so we just going to kind of attack them inside. And a couple of girls made down some knockdown shots, and so they wasn't able to double team her. So she had single coverage. Anytime she had single coverage, we want to give her the ball to score.
Coach, off the floor, we hear that Stokes can't just play basketball, that she's quite a singer. Have you heard her? And I imagine that that's very true.
Beautiful voice, very talented young lady, A student in the classroom, sings like a hummingbird, and she plays like a bee, so that's a good combination.
It's a good thing for TV for y'all in the county, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Got a lot of talent in Jefferson County, not on the floor, but also in the classrooms and doing other things.
Well put. Thank you, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Matty. And the final again, 63-33. The girls, Pleasant Grove, winning over Gardendale. Boys coming up in just a few minutes. We'll take a break and have the boys coming up in about 10 minutes. You're watching Jeff Coed TV, high school basketball.